This is how you can determine if you can go back to work or your hobbies or activities safely without hurting yourself. You have to test the area of pain or injury with a challenging amount of weight for 20 to 30 repetitions and not feel pain. And at that point, you can be confident that that area is safe for you to go back to work. If it's not, then you have more rehab to do. So the amount of weight will depend on your body size and the area injured. If you're a small female with shoulder pain, then a challenging amount of weight is probably 5 to 8 pounds for 20 to 30 repetitions. Now, if you're a man with shoulder pain, you probably need more weight, and probably 10 to 15 pounds is a good amount of weight to challenge those muscles. Now, let's say you're a construction worker or you're just a large guy, you're probably going to need more weight if you have shoulder pain, and maybe 10 to 20 pounds is a good amount of weight. Now, if we look at low back pain for a female, we're probably looking about 8 to 15 pounds as a good amount of weight. If you're a guy with low back pain, you're going to need more weight, and we're maybe looking at 15 to 25 pounds. Now, if you're just a big guy or you are like a bodybuilder or a weightlifter and you just have a lot of muscle mass and a lot of strength, you're probably looking at a significantly larger amount of weight. And you're maybe looking at 20 to 50 pounds, depending on the area that's injured and the area that hurts. When you start this process, start carefully. Use less weight and test yourself. If you can tolerate that, use more weight and slowly build up to the amount of weight that you need. And think through the amount of weight that you have to use logically based on the amount of stress you put on your body with your activities or work. So if you sit for 8 hours a day, try to think about a logical amount of weight and stress you have to put on the muscles, and then build up to it. If you work construction, then look at the tools you lift, the materials you lift, the amount of stress you put on it with that job, and try to come up with a weight that would be appropriate for that. And then that is the amount of rehab that you will have to do. You will know that you're done with this when you can no longer find the pain with a challenging amount of weight with exercises, because that area has gotten so strong and it has healed that that amount of weight will no longer damage it and you will no longer feel pain. This is a process, and again, it takes time to learn. So be patient, give yourself time, and go with the process.